let's get going. You gotta, like I said, what you notice in this is the surprise on this other side that they didn't know about what was going on. I mean, if you believe it. I mean, sure, it's a lot of, for the average individual, it's a lot of information to take in, and they would be surprised for the average. For the average, it's a lot of new information for the average consumer of Western excrement. For the average consumer of Western excrement, it's a lot of information to take in. Because you didn't know. You're not supposed to know. It's a clever deception. Yeah, it's a clever simulation, just like I said in the report, where the military that put them in charge now pretends that they don't know that. Now that the evidence comes out against them and it's not favorable, the military conveniently forgets about who they put in charge. Yeah? Because that's usually how they get in, right? So, for the average Westerner, it's a lot of information to take in because you're used to consuming Western excrement, right? Lies and bullshit on TV, deceit every day, more lies. You didn't know. Yes, for the average, it's a lot of for the average individual, it's a lot of information, and a lot of it is new. A lot of it is new because you've been consuming a lot of this Western excrement, which is based on lies. Yeah, but then there's this other side that says they didn't know. Oh my God, they are clones. Oh my God, they are Soviet terror spies. They are Chinese. They are whatever, Mongolian something. Yeah, that's I don't necessarily buy it that this other side didn't exactly know about this. I don't. Sure, the average individual, it's a lot of information. A lot of it is new. I get it. I do. Yeah? But I don't buy into this. I'm not. Like I said, I'm uncertain about this other side. That's supposed to be some kind of counter to this. I don't know. It's a very dubious business. Yeah, this framing gig that they got going on. It's a lot of help that they get. It's a lot of help from a lot of places that they get with this gig that they got going on. I don't necessarily buy it when this other side says, "Oh, we didn't know. We didn't know that this was happening." Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a little bit. It's a little bit suspicious. It's starting to be a little bit suspicious. Like I said, the more this goes on, the more suspicious it gets. Like I said before, it's becoming increasingly suspicious that they are somehow stuck on one individual. I'm beginning to doubt that as well. I'm beginning to doubt that they say, "Oh, you just need another one." It looks like you motherfuckers are very suspicious and you're all involved. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't buy this when you say that you're stuck on one individual. Not necessarily. I don't buy it at all. I'm starting not to buy it. Yeah, I'm starting not to buy this story that you're somehow stuck on one individual. Yeah, and it's becoming increasingly suspicious. Yeah, it's becoming increasingly suspicious. Now, like I said, I don't necessarily have an issue with anybody being involved. You can be. It's a free fucking country. Yeah. If this is the order of business, hey man, it can be. That's what you want to do. If that's what the If that's what the white countries, quote unquote, want to do, they can do that, right? Yeah, but I need to be at least told where to go so that we don't have this issue. Yeah, I need to be in the right place going forward so that we don't have this issue. Obviously, if the UK is not the right place, or if Central Europe is not the right place, if America is not the right place, we need to be told where to go. That way we don't have this issue going forward. And you can do, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do for all I care. You can do more pandemics, you can do more wars, you can do more, 9/11s. You can do whatever the fuck you want. No one cares, huh? I mean, like I said, it's been pretty gravy so far from what I can see. They've been allowed to do a lot of things. They've been allowed to do quite a lot of things since 9/11. I'm not saying you can't, but to avoid having this kind of problem, people like me need to know where to go. That way we don't have this problem. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. No one cares. Yeah? So as far as I can see, they've been allowed to do pretty much everything they want since 9/11. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I say more power. The only thing I can say is more power to you, man. Because like I said, the more stuff they do, the more apparent it is that it's not white people doing it. Like I said, there is a plus. There is a plus for white people to indulge them for another century. Now, if you can segregate successfully, and you have the uppercut, it's a plus for you to let them indulge for another century. Let's see where they go with this, man. What's this motherfucker's deal, Holmes? What's your deal with fucking Europe? What do you want, son? Let's entertain this for another century and see where they go with it. Why not? There's definitely a plus in it because it definitely looks like it's not fucking white people doing it. It's definitely not fucking white people doing it. It's a plus in there for us somewhere. There's definitely a plus in there somewhere for us because it definitely looks like it's not fucking white people doing it. Why not? Like I said, why not? If you can segregate and you have the uppercut in the end anyway, why not entertain this lunatic motherfucker for another century? Because I want to see what they want to do. This is very interesting, man. It's very interesting to me where they want to go with this. Like, what's in the future, man? What's in your tarot reading, man? What do you want to do next? People want to know, Holmes. Humble motherfucker, I want to see what you do in the next 50 years. I'm more interested in that than anything else. Holmes. This law is exposing the excise. I'll shit myself out tomorrow. It's unusually warm out here, man. It feels nice. It's springtime. Just today, though. The rest of the week is going to be cold. Next week is going to be cold. -1. Like I said, February is a short month. It wasn't that very quickly. Then we're all in the clear. We're all in the clear in March. Springtime. Springtime, Holmes. hole in the tarp. I don't remember where. Ah, I found it. It smells like shit, like freaking blue over here. Good guy. Oh man, my nose is running. Oh my fucking back. My ass hurts too from fucking wearing these socks. It's unbelievable. The shoes. The shoes and the socks.
They brought me a nice Range Rover. Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot the piss bottle. Gotta empty that. staying on. My back hurts a little bit. Saying something about Timothy Chalamet still being a source. I don't know, man. It's I mean, I can make way more, but you know, it's already a lot to go ahead and grab some fresh cardboard. It's a little short. shopping cart runs. It's a little short, this one, huh?
I think it might rain.
It might actually rain today, guys. There's so much dirt here. This thing is stuffed with dirt. All right, let's go ahead. I'll go back to the station and maybe get some washy. Oh shit! My right hand is frozen from holding it on the phone. This is VivaCut mode. I don't have any socks on. I didn't know this time, so let's Oh. Holy fuck.
The bird didn't eat the chips. I gave her some chips. I didn't eat any of it. It's cold down here, man. We're good. I go to the station and take a crap again. Your band's ready, Holmes. Your face is looking like the face of a commie. So this Paul Bremer, Brzezinski, Paul Wolfowitz, who were all huge superstars in the Iraq War back in the late 90s, early 2000s. These were the neocons. Like I said, they work in tandem with the Democrats. Yeah, it's the same. It doesn't matter if it's Nancy Pelosi or Joseph Lieberman or Harry Reid, or if it's Paul Wolfowitz, Paul Bremer, and Dick Cheney and George W. Bush or whatever. It's the same. Yeah, you got the neocons, Soviet-era commies like Brzezinski, Paul Wolfowitz, old Jews. Brzezinski, Paul Wolfowitz, Paul Bremer, George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, neocon, quote-unquote conservatives that are all Jews. They go into the Middle East. Now they go into the Middle East and cause a major calamity over there, and then they start bringing them over here with the Democrats. Yeah, who is it that brings them here? The Democrats. The Labor Party brings them over here. The liberals bring them over here. So the neocons went in there in the 2000s, broke up the Middle East, and then the Democrats brought the migrants here, right? That's what they did. Yeah, get the neocons to destroy 5 Middle Eastern countries. Get the neocons to do it. Yeah, get the neocons to do it, and then use the Democrats to bring the migrants over here. Because they are Fugees. Yeah, they are refugees. That's what they did, right? So they work together with the Democrats, more or less. I mean, it's the same. It doesn't matter, right?
Now I know why.
That's what happened, right? The neocons went in there. They did the wars, and the Democrats did the rest. Yeah, the socialist Democrats and the fucking Green Party and the fucking Labor Party, they did the rest for the neocons in America, didn't they? They did. Now here's the other secret that these neocons have with the Soviet Union. Remember, the Soviet Union is Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. It's pretty much the entire Middle East. So Iran has a nuclear program, and they're using Russians They're using Russian nationals that are probably Muslim. They've got plenty of Muslims in Moscow. See, Iran has a nuclear program using Muslims. They got Russian Muslims working in the Iran nuclear program, or the Russian Jews working in Iran, which is a Muslim country. Yeah? So the Soviet era neocon Jews from Eastern Europe did the wars in the Middle East, and it was an agreement. Here's the secret: the neocons had an agreement with the Middle East to do the wars and to bring them over here as Fujis. This was an agreement with Al Qaeda, the fucking tribe leaders over there, whatever the hell they had. Understand? That's the big secret. The big secret is that they went in there and they had an agreement with the tribe leaders in Afghanistan and Iraq and whatever the fuck else they had in there to do the wars and then to bring them here as Fujis. It was an agreement. It was a deal. It was a deal that the neocons did with the Muslims over there in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria, and Libya to do the wars and then to bring them here as Fujis. It was an agreement. It was a deal between the neocons and the tribal leaders in those areas, whoever the leaders were in those areas. It was an agreement. Yeah? It was a deal that they had. I mean, that's what you don't know. What you saw on TV was a war. It was a war, but you saw the Taliban and Al Qaeda hanging around with your other neocon back in the, the 80s? Reagan. Wasn't Al Qaeda and the Taliban hanging around with Reagan in the White House? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And then what happened? Then the neocons did a war in the Middle East a short time after. 20 years after that happened, when the Taliban and Al Qaeda was hanging around in the White House with Reagan, another neocon Hollywood piece of shit. Yeah, 20 years after that, they did the wars in the Middle East with other fucking neocon conservatives. And then the Democrats did the rest for them and brought them over here as Fujis. And the Labour Party did it, and then the Liberal Party did it, and the Socialists did it, and they all did it, right? The neocons did a boo-boo. Yeah, they did a nice calamity over there in the Middle East, and then the Socialists and the Democrats and the fucking Labour parties and everything, they brought them over here as Fujis, didn't they? But it was another neocon, remember Reagan, that was hanging out with them in the White House. And who else was hanging out with the Taliban and Al Qaeda and the tribal leaders in Afghanistan? The neocons. Yeah, the neocons, the neoconservatives. Yeah, they were hanging out with them in the White House, didn't they? They were hanging out with Al-Nusra and Al-Qaeda and fucking Al-Shabaab and Al-Shabaab and Al-Nusra and Al-Qaeda and, all the rest of them, the fucking tribal leaders. They were hanging out with them in the White House. And it was the neocons who did that. And then they did the wars, didn't they? And then the Democrats brought them over here as Fujis. Yeah, Fujis. Wow. These fake fucking representatives of the Kievan Rus from Eastern Europe. And if you notice, all of them are Eastern European Jews. Paul Wolfowitz, right? Another Eastern European Jew. Paul Wolfowitz, right? Paul Wolfowitz hanging out with George W. Bush. Brzezinski, Eastern European Jew. Another false fucking representative of the Kievan Rus. They fucking died centuries ago. Yeah, and they go over there, they get into the White House somehow, somewhere. They get into the White House and they do a nice war with Al Qaeda and Al-Nusra and Al-Shabaab and the Taliban. Yeah, they do a nice war, a nice tussle with Al Qaeda, Al-Nusra, Al-Shabaab and the Taliban. And then they bring them here as Fujis. Isn't that what they did? With the Democrats, right? They brought them here as Fujis with the Democrats. Yeah, because they can't do it. See, if the neocons would do it all, it would look suspicious, wouldn't it? Yeah, if the neocons would do the wars and then, and the neocons would bring them here as Fujis, it would look fucking suspicious, wouldn't it? If the neocons would just do it all and not use the Democrats to bring them over here, it would look very suspicious, wouldn't it? Brzezinski, another fake fucking Kievan Rus representative. The motherfuckers died centuries ago. There was one fella that I read about, that I heard about on YouTube, because they told it, it was a YouTube account from someone here in the UK. General something, I don't know what it said. Generals, I don't know what the account name was on YouTube. It was Generals something. Yeah, Generals, I don't know, like wars or something. Something about war. And something about war, some kind of YouTube account. They said that one Kiev on Roof motherfucker was crushed under a door, number 10 Downing Street. One Kiev on Roof's prince or something, king or whatever they had, tribal leader, I don't know what they had, was crushed under a door under the weight of I don't know what it was, horses? Was it horses? I don't know how many horses you can fit on a door. That's what they said they did, right? That's what they said they did. They said that they had this one fellow that they got caught out by the Mongol horde, and this fellow was crushed under some kind of fucking door or something, under the weight of a door that has something on top of it. You see, I mean, that's that was back then. That was 800 years ago, right? About 800 years ago. That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Under a door. Number 10 Downing Street. Oh, yeah. Ah, man, number 10 Downing Street. That motherfucker's been there for centuries. These motherfuckers, these Eastern European representatives are milking the Kiev on Rus for all their work. I think they're milking the Kiev on Rus for everything that the Kiev on Rus are worth, even centuries after they died. These Eastern European Jews are milking them for everything they're worth, even when they're dead. Yeah. Brzezinski. The guy died allegedly. I don't know if he's dead. I mean, he looked like a fucking vampire to me. I couldn't even find any good pictures. There's hardly any good pictures of Brzezinski even on Getty. Even on Getty, the fucking pictures are shit. If you look for Brzezinski pictures, most of them are shit and they're pixelated. Anyway. the British, because that washing needs a breather, homes. You know, that washing needs a pause. Your excrement is blowing up the washroom. You know, the washroom needs a breather, homes. The fucking excrement is blowing up the washroom and vandalizing the stalls. Homes. Anyway. Another big source in this is, I think, the guy from Aston Martin and I forgot his name. I don't remember his fucking name. Another one of these, another experiment. I forgot his name. The guy from Aston Martin. He's been around for a little while. Looks like Churchill. Looks like Churchill. I don't remember his name, but thanks to JM did a nice expose on that one. JM is actually very useful now. He brought out that fellow that, you know, he said he was getting bank drafts to buy cars. Holy shit, man! This guy was spending, you know, this guy spent $1 million on cars back in the 70s or the 80s, and he said he was buying them with bank drafts. And a bank, draft check is like it's a money worth check because it doesn't bounce. It's basically cash. This guy said he was going back in the. I mean, you gotta wonder where the fuck they're getting all this money from. Even if you're a Jew, you know, even if you're a wealthy Kiev on Rus, fake, Eastern European leftover Jew from the Kiev on Rus, you gotta wonder how the fuck is this guy getting $1 million in the span of 5 years to buy fucking cars. It's like I just went to the bank and got a bank check and bought a car. You know, that's worth $500,000 or a quarter, 100,000 or 90,000 or something like that. You know, it's back in the 70s and the 80s, that would have been a big deal. You know. And JM did JM is very useful. I kind of like the fellow, you know. Normally, like I said, I wouldn't say anything. I'm a very reasonable guy. I realize a lot of people don't have control over their own reproduction these days because transgenderism is a trap. I don't have anything against JM. If he's Asian, if he isn't, I don't necessarily care. He is Asiatic, obviously. Looks a little bit like Chris Hemsworth. That's okay. I mean, I wouldn't, like I said, normally if it wouldn't be for this bad situation and this attack on white identity, I wouldn't say anything. Now, I wouldn't point out that Kevin Feige is black as fuck, or I wouldn't point out that Matt Damon is an Asian fella with blue eyes. Green eyes. I wouldn't say anything, right? But this guy is in here stealing stuff from people who he says are not white, and then attacks white identity. Here's the thing: white identity is racist negative, always has been, which is what this crew isn't. Yeah, that's what this crew isn't. It doesn't matter if they're albinos with green eyes in Hollywood. You're either racist negative or you're not. To be white, that's white identity, biologically. Yeah? No one gives a shit about no green-eyed albinos in Hollywood. And I wouldn't say anything, but this guy's in here stealing stuff from people who he says are not white, and then attacks white identity because he's whiter. Maybe he's whiter. No, you're an excremental piece of shit. Yeah, you're an excremental piece of shit that came out of a cow's ass. Imbecile. That's what you are. You're a green-eyed albino stupid fuck that came out of a cow's ass at the NHS. Or better, or worse off, a fucking barn somewhere. Who knows? Yeah, that's what you are to me. Now, like I said, I want to stress this and stress it enough because normally I wouldn't say these things. Yeah, because there's no reason to say it. Do I have a reason to say it now? I kind of do. Yeah, I kind of do because you stole something from someone who you say isn't white. I don't know what, I still don't know what the fuck we are in this network. What we're supposed to be. Maybe we're Asian. Maybe we're black. Maybe we're Jews. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what we're supposed to be. Even now. Yeah, I haven't been told. Yeah? But if you're in here stealing stuff from people who you say are not white, and then you attack white identity on top of it, then, you know, obviously I'll have something to say about it. And that's what I have to say about it. And what I said about it is true. What I said about it is 100% true. My knees hurt. There's too much walking for a fucking Saturday, man. Oh, that's too many calories. The peacemaker stuff, you know, because I was suspicious. You know, I was suspicious before. But that series with the peacemaker, when they had the cow in the barn, in the fucking basement of the barn, that really set it off. Because, I mean, you know, it was convincing enough to validate my suspicion. Understand? Because I was like, you know, I don't think there's any women giving birth to these people. Right? And if there's no women, and all of these women are men, who's giving birth to them? And I don't think it's a woman either. I don't think a woman would go through that misery for 9 months. You know, it's quite a, you know, it's not exactly a very pleasant experience to be pregnant for that, you know, for something like this. You know, 9 months is a long time. And what they showed in Peacemaker was really, you know, validated my suspicion. You know, it validated my suspicion as to what the fuck is going on here and why there's so many. You know, how can there be so many if there's no women, Holmes? You know, the question is, how the fuck can there be so many of them if there's no women giving birth to them? And the answer was right there in Peacemaker. That validated my suspicion. Cows. That validated my suspicion 100%. Cows. Now, normally, like I said, would I say anything about it? Not really. Not really, but you stole something. Apparently, you're holding that shit in high regard. You know, it's got some meaning to you. That you know, it's got a very high meaning to this crew with the bag. And now I have to say something about it. And that's what I have to say about it, because it's true. Okay? You know, obviously, whatever you stole has a high meaning to you. It means something to you, a lot more than what it's worth. And now I have to say something about it. And now I have to find out and look who they are. Are they Asian? Are they white? Are they black? Are they commies? Are they neocon Jews? What are they? And now I have to look and see. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I like this donut shop. It's nice. The donut shop is very classy. Very busy. It's not even 11 p.m. a.m. yet. Is it 11 a.m. yet? Oh shit.
You're gonna have to move then.
Yeah, the river's full. Someone said that it's obvious from the matches that Kevin Feige is also Putin. Yes, it is. Now, the thing about Marvel is that what you notice about Marvel is that unless you're in the Comic-Con scene of comics, you don't see Kevin Feige. You rarely see him on TV. You don't see him in any trailers, you don't see him in any credits, you don't see Kevin Feige anywhere unless you go to Comic-Con in America and you see when they have the comics convention. And you see Kevin Feige, you might see him on stage, you might see him doing some Comic-Con presentation, you might see him doing something with the comics. And you don't see Kevin. You don't see Kevin very often. And there's a reason for that. You know, there's a reason why you don't see the boss of Marvel very often. There's a reason why you don't see him very often. Most people don't even know who he is. You know, I would say maybe 25% of anybody that has watched, 25% of anybody that watched any Marvel content has never seen Kevin Feige. You know, 25% of anybody that has ever watched Marvel movies probably has never seen Kevin Feige. They've never seen it. You know, 25% of all Marvel audiences have probably never seen Kevin Feige, and there's a reason. There's a reason for that. And there's a reason why you only see him at Comic-Con, you see him off and on, not very often. Not very often, you don't see Kevin Feige very often. There's a reason. And the reason is in those gifts. The reason why you don't see Kevin Feige very often is in those gifts. Yeah, your Marvel boss is also Vladimir Putin himself. I even matched him up. I even matched him up with the tennis player, the Russian tennis player. What was her name? Abramovich or something. I don't know what the hell her name was. Even matched him up with a female tennis player. And that's right. Your Kevin Feige, your Marvel boss, is also Vladimir Putin himself. Because it's a funny joke. It's a funny inside joke. That's why. You're in there pouring money into Ukraine. You're in there pouring your tax money into Ukraine to fight Kevin Feige. Isn't that funny? I think it's very fucking funny, man. Britain right now in America has been pouring money in Ukraine. That's what they tell us. That's what they tell us. And you're fighting Kevin Feige by pouring money in Ukraine. See, it's a funny joke. It's a fun joke. It's a fun game. This is a fun game. And you pour money in Ukraine just to fight Kevin Feige in Ukraine. Because Vladimir Putin is also Kevin Feige. And now the inside joke looks very real, doesn't it? That's the inside joke. You know, that might be the inside joke at Downing Street. It might be the inside joke at Apple. Yeah, it might be the inside joke maybe among the NSA, I don't know. GCHQ obviously knows. GCHQ and the NSA obviously knows. That's the inside joke. That's what you don't know. You're pouring your money into Ukraine to fight Kevin Feige, who is also Putin. Fun times. Fun times. Fun times for sure.
Get some shitty breakfast, look like butter. It's a butter. You know, they're saying this guy's gonna come in here and kill us all. Who is this guy? This guy's very late, isn't he? You know, they're saying, oh man, no. This guy, he's gonna come in here and kill them all. You know, I have some questions for this guy because he seems to me like he's fucking late. You know, he's a little bit late to the party. What's taking so long? Yeah, I have some questions for this fellow that's supposed to be coming in here and cleaning house. Because you seem hella late to me. Yeah, and I know there's rules and stuff, but still. What the hell? Where was this guy before the bag anyway? Yeah, if this guy was supposed to come in here and clean house, where the fuck was he before the bag? Yeah. Valid questions indeed. Valid questions indeed, right? Oh, that shit in my ear. A little bit of crap on him. Some socks for these car people that they show up. They haven't even shown up yet because the food's poison and they don't want to be on video. Yeah, it's understandable. It's understandable. Like I said, they're not really in control. Well, the food is poisoned by someone else, and it's poisoned because they're being told to poison the food. So they're not actually. If they poison the food, it's not really their fault. If they give you poison food because it's they just deliver it. You know, they just deliver the food. That's all. I don't blame them. You know, they're saying, come on, man, it's not really like that. This group is very serious. You know, they're going to let you kill them all, man. You can kill them all, they're going to let you do it. You know, this group of, whoever this group is of Grandmaster Wizards, they're saying, come on, man, they're going to let you kill them all. You almost got them. You know, like I said, it's, there's this Jewish fantasy of blaming white people for 6 million. And I am not looking to fulfill it. Yeah, if it's a fucking COVID pandemic, if it's you know, whatever fucking pandemic you want to do next, I don't know. You know, the Jews have this fantasy about white people killing 6 million Jews, and I am not looking to fulfill it. You understand? So I have some questions about this group, whoever this group is, this section of individuals that claim to be having the power to rail against these motherfuckers that don't seem to budge. I have some questions for this group, if it is a group of individuals, because the Jews, you know, they always had this fantasy about white people killing 6 million Jews, and I am not looking to fulfill it. You understand? It's a mess that you imbeciles did, that took part in collectively. It's a mess that you imbeciles collectively contributed to. Understand? And I am not looking to clean up your mess. Yeah, you made your bed and you sleep in it, motherfucker. Understand? That's my position. That's my position. You made your bed and you sleep in it, motherfucker. The mess that you made, you're gonna get to keep it. No one's interested in it. No one's interested in cleaning up this fucking mess. No one cares, first and foremost. No one gives a shit about the mess that you made. Understand? I'm not interested in cleaning up your fucking mess. I am not your cleanup boy. I am not your cleanup boy this time. And I know for a fact that the Jews want to fulfill this prophecy of a white guy killing 6 million. And that is exactly what you will not get from this. Understand? No one gives a flying fuck about the mess you made in here. Or cleaning it up. You made your fucking bed and you sleep in it, motherfucker. You got a long time. You got lots more gifts coming your way. Yeah? My face will not be on TV claiming the lives of these hominids and fulfilling the Jewish prophecy of killing 6 million. Yeah, you made this fucking mess, you clean it up. Yeah, that's my position. You will not see my face on it.
You know, sometimes I find myself longing for a change. And there are times I find myself. Tell me something, boy. Oh, you gotta try to that boy. Who need me more? And then I give it so hard, boy. And I'm falling. You know, sometimes I find myself alone for a change. And there are times I find myself. I don't believe that it's what you have to get. I'll never leave them now.
Yeah, this Volvo is kick ass. I like it. That's the most muscular Volvo they ever made. It's a nice looking fucking Volvo, you know. Yeah, this shit stinks like fucking vomit. Smells like vomit. Ladies and gentlemen. We're about to become very Russia. Let's go get seconds. Maybe it's less shit.
Ball to the fucking ball.
fuck is on my shit, man? How the fuck did I get on that, man? Is that coffee or what the hell is it? I don't fucking know. Oh shit. Now, Jack Singapore from Savage Geesey and Matt Damon, I matched them up before and the match went missing. Now, we matched them up before. I did the gifts of Matt Damon and Savage Geesey, Jack Singapore, who is Asian, or at least half Asian. So if the gifts don't match, why is this guy erasing the matches, Holmes? I mean, what's the deal with this guy? Is he crazy? Is he, obviously if the gifts don't match, there's no reason to erase the matches, right? There's no reason to delete the matches if they don't match. If that's what you're saying, you believe this. If you believe what you say to yourself, that they don't match, you certainly don't need to delete the matches then, right? Because that's what you believe. Right? That's what you tell yourself. Yeah, so we did do Jack Singapore and Matt Damon before, and the match went missing. Yeah, we did Jack Singapore and Matt Damon before, and the match went missing. Yeah? Now, if you say that the gifts don't match, why would that match go missing? You said they don't match, your word goes, Holmes. I mean, your word is the golden standard, yeah? If that's what you say, Holmes, right? If that's what you say, that they don't match, homie, why are the matches missing, Holmes? Yeah? Because they do match. Yeah, that's why they went missing, because they match. And they look like twins. Yeah, they look like twins, Holmes. So, like I said, it's one of those things you notice around here. If you say they don't match, why would the matches go missing then? Obviously they don't match. You shouldn't be concerned about it, right? You shouldn't be concerned about it if they don't match, but they do match. That's the issue. They look like fucking twins, don't they? Yeah, they do match. That's the issue. That's why those matches are missing. That's fine. I mean, it's war. It's war, misinformation, which they seem to be very well. Misinformation and misdirection and deception. They seem to be very well versed in. You seem to be very well versed in the art of deception. That's why those matches are missing. It's a war. It's the beginning of a war, if you will. The beginning of a war, if you will, right? That's what it is, right? It is. I mean, that's how it starts. Usually, the first step towards a war is misinformation, a false flag, some lies, some liars that are telling us some lies. Usually, that's the start of a war. Usually it is. So, if you say the gifts don't match, why would you be deleting the matches then? Because they do match. And I know I did Jack Singapore and Matt Damon before. I would not have missed it. I would never miss that. I would not have missed that. Something. It's time for seconds?
Yes, please. Thank you, Alex. Well done.
There is. I'll have anything with white bread. There it is. Yes. So I'll have
chicken soup and a potato leek.
Yeah, in a
Yeah, 2 of those right there. No.
He always likes to share. That's okay.
There you are.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Have a lovely day. Yeah, there's one side.
Can I get a white tea with 3 sugars?
No, I heard you. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, white tea with 3 sugars.
I like to thank the carrier. You're always the car that's handy.
Yeah, it's a nice souvenir.
That was good, eh?
Thanks.
I wasn't there.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Feeling good. COVID too. What I noticed about this phone is that the Wi-Fi picks on it by itself. So that's an issue because cheese and butter. It's butter and bread. It's poison. It's poison as well. The chicken one is gross.
Beef ravioli. See if it's any good.
So basically, when the bus works, we come really early in the morning, and we stand over there, we wait for our turn to play, and there's a lot to do. There's really everything to do. I've been here since 2010, and we've had my 4 minutes slot, even though we're waiting. It's good fun. There's something to do.
Oh, that's gross too. Gross. Oh shit. Oh. Holy fuck. It's got managed to squeeze some poison in that can. Fuck.
We got bold over 20 roads. Let's just focus on today. Hear the little notes, just the roads. Forget about the world I take, the road I take. My heart, more than miles per hour, you'll tell you. Nothing will hold. She gave me reasons, first things we you got my attention. Locked to your eyes, my head. Listen to your words on you. I can chase the one who makes me be right here. This way to keep your rush. This is what we really know. We are bold let's just focus on today. Give it a little love, just for us. Forget about the world I say. Try to know where it goes. It's me that's getting bored. Your mother, maybe our friends I know. My heart's in danger, just falling for a treasury now. Putting my legs on top, holding your fingers, yours. What you doing with me on the road? Is it party that you know? Please won't you interrupt you? This is what we want to do. We are older. Let's just go salty. Give it a little love, just the word I say before what I say.
That fucking soup is not even edible. Also. That big fat bill has got shit in it. It's got shit in it that I never tasted before. A bunch of shit in my ear. Let's go look for it. There they are.
Hi. Hi. What can I get for you? Butters? Yeah. Any flavour? Particular flavour?
Some green ones.
Green ones, yeah.
You want peanut butter?
Nice, nice.
Yeah?
Pardon?
Very nice, very
I've
nice.
got some chocolate
I
here.
have a white tea with 3 sugars.
There you go. Any crisps? Yeah. Any in particular? Yeah. No worries.
Anything else?
Can I get hot chicken soup?
Hot chicken soup.
Yeah.
How's it going today?
Not bad, not bad.
Would you like a hot drink? I'm doing this. Tea with
White tea with 3 sugars. You guys have any chocolates or snacky stuff?
You got some sandwiches? Would you like some sandwiches?
Yeah, I'll have a PJ sandwich. Chicken?
DJ.
PJ sandwich. PJ? Peanut butter jam sandwich.
I'll use this. I'll use it. Nobody wants
Jam, cheese, jam and butter. Yeah, peanut butter. Yeah, very nice.
I know. Yes, we do have those, yeah. We'll have a look what's We don't have any jackets. We haven't got any jackets.
You guys have any shoes? Any shoes like 12 and a half?
They might have something else.
You might have a million pound one of
You
them.
want tea bag around?
Leave it in there. It's okay.
Here we go.
Very nice, very nice.
Yes, let's have a look. Yeah, we probably have actually. Let's have a look. Did you want any puff check with your tea? Or you have a
I got one, I got one.
So we have Sparrow was. We have socks.
But no, you're serving him, man. He was serving him with. I've been nice, you know. That's a good dog colour, yeah. I didn't think of maybe. I know you're no money.
It's actually about shut. You don't know it's Sparrow.
Thanks so much, I appreciate it. Yeah.
also apparently around Georgia, when possibly New York, this universal rat was going around collecting socks. Socks I was washing, socks I was throwing away because they were EMF emitting radioactive fucking socks, just like these ones are. And apparently this fellow was going around Georgia and New York, this screw was going around Georgia and New York collecting all the socks that I was throwing away. Now when I went to Canada, I also had a pair of gloves because I was walking around outside at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. on the road. So I had to get a pair of gloves, but I don't know what the fuck gloves this motherfucker's talking about. Like I said, this has something to do with some kind of frame job in that fucking gun, shooting some kind of fucking dog, and wearing gloves. Didn't wear any gloves. Didn't wear any gloves when I was cleaning. The whole fucking time when I cleaned, you know, when I cleaned for Phoenix Cleaning, when I had my cleaning company, I never once had any fucking gloves to clean. Yeah? Take some fucking paper towels, you wipe what you need to wipe, and when you're done, you wash your fucking hands, and that's the end of it. Yeah, that's the end of it. I mean, I'm dealing with, you know, if I'm cleaning somebody's fucking desk, and they got a bunch of shit on the desk that I need to move to wipe the desk, I can't have any gloves on because I need to feel my fucking hands. Yeah? It's not like I'm dealing with sewage. It's not like I'm dealing with sewage when I'm cleaning. But this motherfucker went and said that I was using some kind of gloves to do something. Never had any gloves. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I didn't use any gloves when I was cleaning. I had gloves when I went to Canada, and that was it. Now I bought them at, it was Burlington Warehouse, I think it was. Burlington Warehouse, where I got some thick gloves that I was using to get to Canada. And then I had them again when I came back from Canada. I still had the gloves. And I left them at my mother's house. Some really thick gloves. They were very good, you know, very good gloves. But besides that, never once had any gloves to clean, didn't buy any gloves, didn't have any latex gloves in the house that I know of. I think I might have had dishwashing gloves when I was working on the car. And they were full of oil. They were full of oil and grease and torn up, and that was it. It was dishwashing gloves that I was using when I had the G35, because I was always working on it trying to fix what they broke, which was a head gasket, by the way, on the driver's side, cylinder 6. Though I have no idea how the fuck they got in there to pull that head gasket out. And it was always cylinder 6 on 2 engines that I bought. It was always the same cylinder 6 head gasket. And I had some gloves, dishwashing gloves, sometimes latex gloves that I was using to work on the car, and they were full of oil anyway, and grease. When I was cleaning, there was no gloves. I don't know what fucking gloves you're talking about, son. You need to review your fucking frame job, because there was no gloves. Yeah, there was no gloves. Don't know what fucking gloves and socks you're talking about. Yeah, but there's some shit going on with gloves and socks. I guess anything they can pick up from the trash. I guess if anything, you know, if there's something that they can get from the trash, I guess it counts. Go figure. So you see, I mean, it's always this, you know, just like they did with the Nazis. You know, just like they framed the Nazis for gas chambers and death camps. The hominid is in here 75 years later talking about gloves and socks. There was no gloves and socks to the fuck. Yeah, there was no fucking gloves. There's no gloves. You know, just like they framed the Nazis with the death camps and the fucking gas chambers, the stupid fuck is in here again talking about gloves and socks. What gloves? You know, it remains to be seen. Like I said, I'm not sure what the fuck they did in Georgia. Don't know what they did in Georgia. I have no idea. But it's got something to do with that gun, some kind of fucking dog, police, SWAT teams. Go figure. Why the fuck would the SWAT team be involved? Apparently the SWAT team from Gwinnett County. Is that what? Is that what's going on? Why the fuck would the SWAT team be involved? Yeah, they got something going on with some kind of police, dogs, SWAT teams, which is why they have the SWAT over here. Don't know. Don't know.
A very creative, imaginative motherfucker, are you not? A really creative, imaginative, lunatic motherfucker. There was no SWAT, there was no gloves, there was no dog either that was dead, that I know of. I think I saw the SWAT team. It was the Gwinnett County SWAT. Now they did a movie called SWAT. I don't remember who was in it. I think it was the Mexican from the Fast and the Furious, the Mexican lady. Colin Farrell was in the SWAT movie. But I saw the SWAT team on the road for Dino Proving. It was Hurricane Shoals Road. I saw the SWAT team drive by a couple of times on the road. Now you rarely see that SWAT truck, but I did see the SWAT, the Gwinnett County SWAT team truck, the armored truck that they have on Hurricane Shoals Road at least twice or three times.
Thank you. Cheers guys, how you doing? My name's Atlas. I'm here to play some songs. Please stick around, it'll be fantastic. It's not that freezing cold anymore, so we can actually do this and enjoy some a little bit of a show together. Yeah, thank you very much for stopping on the bus here. This is actually what I do for a living, so it's very important to me people actually stop and listen. It makes me a lot happy, so thank you very much. Thanks. And thank you very much for the donations as well. It really does mean the world. That's what I do for a living, as I said, so I do appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. This next song is going to be a Coldplay song. It's called The Scientist. And it's one of my favourites of theirs. It's about 20 years old now, which is a little bit crazy, but here we go.
Walk around the streets. Walking on the sand where you have a sweet, just you and I. Under the tower, kiss so meet me in Paris. I booked the flight last week so we could run from the madness. Walk around the streets till we get lost in the magic. Far from the tragic.
Come back. Didn't get enough food. Yeah, you still see this crowd that's patrolling the sidewalk in here. It's just walking the fuck about, you know. Just walking around like zombies in the city, you know. Like I say, you see an early influx in the morning. But instead of going to work, they come out here on the sidewalk. Fuck, they walk more than I do. Back around 5, there's no food. There's no food anywhere. Yeah, somebody's in there. There better be someone important. I can see them now. Must be your vet this time. There's no like sewage in here. Oh shit. I'm pretty tired right now. Got some coated in my throat. I'm fucking tired. It's too much fucking walking. It's cold. Bed now. I'm fucking tired. My fucking feet hurt. could go back. I guess I'm vegan shit, but I don't want to do vegan shit. Try not to sit like that.
Uncomfortability and
This gym is busy, huh? They got good stuff in there? There's some free stuff in there? What they got in there?
If it is.
It's just, it's not very good without socks. Strongly better with socks. It's the clothes and the shoes. I don't have the socks on. So sometimes the socks really helps with really helps if you're feeling chilly because because of the EMF that's coming from his shoes. Yeah, these socks are fucking small, man.
They were sitting back in the cab.
Yeah, let's put on this purple pair. It's a new pair. It's got this Pizinger brand. I don't know what brand is it. Here. Put it on right now. Let's see how it is. Ah. Ah. Yeah, I got some swelling in my legs. Yeah, it's I got some swelling on my ankles as well. Some of the socks. Ah. Oh, it's itching, yeah. Ah.
так нашли. Вот.
Yeah, it's itching a little bit. Oh. It's itching a little bit. Is that a fucking mosquito in February? Holy shit. I think I had the Mark Hamill albums, and that might have disappeared. I don't know. Maybe they got lost in the data loss when I couldn't boot the phone. I don't know. I gotta correct that shit again, man. Get in here. I gotta watch out for my eyes when I get in here, because every time I get in here, something else burns out my fucking eyeballs. Oh. I'm tired. Well, I accidentally pissed, spilled my piss bottle. Now I gotta clean it. Gotta go clean that shit. Get some water. Go get some water and I'll clean it up in there. I accidentally spilled it, but it's only like, maybe half a cup, half a small cup. Shit. Some soap. Oh, there it is. I can see. Go get some water. Giving a super max games, huh? Great wash this. There's some soap in here. Go get some water. I really don't because we need to. All the food was poisoned. So. All the fucking food was poisoned, so there was not a whole lot to eat. Yeah, I was watching this YouTube video. I moved to put my hand on that piss bottle to shake it up, and I forgot to put the cap on. Remember some kind of EMF-induced involuntary movement. I need to get out anyway because my fucking eyes are frying in there. I mean, my fucking eyelids are hurting in my eye sockets. These drones are going to be out here overnight. God, this fucking water pump thing is still off. Why isn't the water running? It's supposed to be running like 24/7. Oh, shit. And this is how we did it last time. This thing hasn't been running lately, man. Now, this crew became interested in John Lovitz. Like I said, they seem to be interested in John Lovitz more than I am. I mean, there's other ones that you can find on the internet. Very nice and soapy. You know, I wonder what he told, what this imbecile told the rest of his crew about who he stole the bag from. Are you stealing from black people? Are you stealing black people's bags? Are you stealing Asian people's bags? Are you stealing the bags of the migrants? Because I'm pretty sure he's just a white guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. My fucking hands are slipping. I'm pretty sure that the only person you steal from are white people. You know? Unless... Fuck it. My hands are slipping. I don't think this crew steals from anybody except white people, unless they're stealing black people's bags, unless they're stealing from Asian people, unless they're stealing from migrants. I don't think you can possibly steal from anybody else. I mean, I haven't heard. I mean, I wonder what he told everybody, because I mean, they must have had questions when when this word spread around this network that they stole a bag. Who the fuck did you tell them that you stole it from? A migrant, a black guy, an Asian guy? You know, was it maybe a Mexican? What the fuck did you tell us, son? Had to be a white guy, stupid fuck. I know you don't steal bags from Asian folks. You probably don't steal bags from black folks. You probably don't steal bags from Mexican folks. Then what else would you tell them? That you stole it back from a black guy? What is fucking schizo, man? Like I said, only this fucking network will come up with something so stupid. Man, that's really bright. Who the fuck else would you steal a bag from, idiotic fuck? A Mexican, a black guy, an Asian guy? I think it's a white guy. Yeah, I think it was a white guy, man. Couldn't have been anybody else. I think it's just a white guy. It's just a white guy and nothing else. All right. We're going to see what's going on. These drones are probably uncontrollable fucking that long. This bag is quite a spectacle, like I said. It seems to have swept the world in it. You know, this bag is quite a spectacle for just a bag. The whole world like got swept by it. Need to get out anyway. That shit was frying my eyes in there. I can't even see straight. We got the bicycles at the Apple store. I'm doing some computing outside. I got some fresh shoes. Size 179. God damn it. Holy fuck, this Jewish shit is expensive, man. I don't know what size this is. 39. 39, that's 47. I went 47, 46, 45. 39 is not big enough. I can't see straight, I think. Oh. Who the fuck else would they be stealing bags from? Migrants? You brought them over here. You brought the migrants over here. I know you're not stealing their bags. Black people are victims, last I checked, so you're not stealing their bags. And Asian folks, obviously haven't heard you stealing their bags. So who the fuck would you be stealing the bags from? Why is it so important? You know, is it so important? Important because it's a white guy? Probably. Probably. You're not stealing from the black guys. You're not stealing from the Asian guys. It's not the Mexicans they're stealing from. You know, obviously you're not stealing their bags. Who the fuck else would it be, stupid fuck? A white guy. It's a white guy. It's the white guy. Hopefully we're not waiting too long. I'm going fucking blind over here, Holmes. I've been waiting a long time already, you know. It's a long time to wait, you know, already, you know. I'm just saying, it's a little bit suspicious by now. Yeah, let's go ahead and upload this right now. Yeah, we should probably go and upload this. Before I go to bed. Let's go ahead and upload this. Willie's in the gifts. It's very famous now. Has made him very famous.
more sense that. لكم طولوا ليه فوق شويه عشان في مايك من اوكي امشي امشي وقف بيتروح على الزوم بنفتح ولا اطلع شويه من الشارع عشان ما يبقى ليه جراوند
Yeah, this fucking shoe store is still open? God damn it, man. Holy shit, what the hell is it? It's still 7 p.m. Fucking 10. What time is it? It's fucking 9. I've never seen a shoe store open until 9. I don't know. I'm not into the retail. I'm into the retail business. Holy shit, man. I got a movie I need to watch. My fucking eyelids in there are fucking burning. I got a movie I need to see and inspect. My eyelids are burning. But like I said, this is how you know if a place is worth it or not. What's the reaction when this is done? What is the reaction that you're gonna get when they do this to what is allegedly not a white guy in a white country? Or if the reaction is no good, meaning they didn't go to war on the first day when they got word of it, then it's probably not a good. It's probably not worth your time if you're white. This is what this is why, like I said about America, it's not really worth your time. If it happened in America and the reaction from it was nothing. Nothing was going on, and America didn't do it. America didn't go to bat for the white people. Then it's very likely that if you're white, America is not worth your time. Over here, it's not that much better. Over here, the reaction is kind of mixed. Yeah, you got to get them first, and you got to go through the rules, and when you get them, maybe then you can do one war. The reaction is kind of mixed. You see, but in America, it was whatever. In America, it was whatever. It's been done before. That was the reaction. This is how you know if a place is worth it if you're white, and if it's not worth it, depending on the reaction that they have when they do this to what they say is not a white guy in a white country. If the reaction is, if they're kind of on the, if they're on the fence about doing a war, you can forget about it. Yeah, it's not worth your time if you're white. And I'm talking about America. Like I said before, you can find 1,000 matches for each member of Congress. It won't matter
because the DOD won't do anything. Understand? They already know. You know, the NSA has a lot more matches than I do. Yeah, the NSA has more matches than I do. And if you find 1,000 matches for each member of Congress, it's very likely that the DOD won't do anything for you if you're white. Yeah? This is how you know if a place is worth your time or not. America, unfortunately, as we found out, is not worth your time if you're white. Yeah? You're wasting your time. If you're white in America, they're probably using you in this network in some kind of way. They're dicking around with you. They're flossing you around. They're, delaying something. They're very likely fucking around with you and flossing you around, dicking with you off and on. Maybe they will do something for the white people, maybe not, probably not in the end. Understand? That's your status in America. They're kind of dicking with you around a little bit. Maybe they'll do something, maybe they won't. Probably not. Yeah, you're probably wasting your time. Yeah, that's how you know. They stole the bag in America. They stole it, they stole the bag in the biggest city in America, New York, in the middle of Manhattan. They stole the bag in the middle of Manhattan, in the biggest city in America. Democratic city, by the way. Nothing happened. The whole time I was there, went back and forth, went back there a second time, went to Canada, went back a second time, went to Romania, went back a third time. Nothing happened. It's not worth your time. Understand? Because nothing will happen. It's a waste of your time. If you're white, they're fucking around with you. They're lying to you. They're dicking with you. Yeah, they're flossing you around. They're deceiving you. They're doing something with you because you are present in America and you are there for them to waste your time. That's what's going on in there. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Understand? If you're there and you're white, chances are they're probably dicking with you. 100%. No, there shouldn't be any question about it, right? There's no question about it, right? War of Independence? What fucking War of Independence, man? What are you talking about? What war of fucking independence are you talking about? Everybody in there is Queen Elizabeth. Now, what war of independence are they talking about in America, son? I want to know. What the fuck are they celebrating in there? What war of independence? What war is this? With the British? What British? Understand? Chances are, if you're white, they're probably dicking around with you with Trump. They're telling you stories about Mar-a-Lago. They're telling you stories about fucking, Nancy Pelosi and AOC. They're telling you stories about Joe Biden's son smoking crack. They're telling you stories about fucking, Ukraine or something. They're telling you stories about the budget deficit. They're telling you stories about vaccines, and it turns out that they are very likely dicking around with you if you're white. Yes, I think that is the case. That's the case in their homes. The case is very likely that, they're probably just dicking around with you and wasting your time in there. Yeah. Think about everything that's on the news right now, despite all the evidence that came out against this network. They're still talking about Nancy Pelosi, AOC, Joe Biden's son, China this and China that. It's fucking, some celebrities did something stupid. They are being woke and they want to be victims. Chances are, my dear white people, chances are that they are very likely fucking around with you, dicking around with you, and wasting your fucking time. Yes, I think that's the case, my dear white people. I think that's the case. They're being woke. They want to be victims. They're talking about Joe Biden's son smoking crack and stuff, and AOC and Nancy Pelosi's husband who is gay. And chances are, my dear white people, that they are definitely dicking around with you. Yes. Okay? I think we got it squared away now, right? You are convinced now? Do you need more convincing? You shouldn't need more convincing. This is convincing enough. Yeah, this is very convincing that they are dicking around with you, yes? Yes. Anyway.
Oh, look at her all happy. She's like, yeah, female. Even though...
Yeah, I also did Matt Damon and Prince William before, and that match went missing. So they're very selective in the matches, and the matches that go, go missing from that list. Not to worry, we did better ones. We did better gifts.
Yeah.
This is my comfy blanket. A little more chunky today, but that's not too bad.
Maybe you're in a position where you're working far too hard. Maybe you're not making enough money. Maybe you've got lots of money, but you don't have a lot of time. And maybe you're in a position where you just know.
Everybody's going pretty good. Doing some fresh pasta. Some marbles. Yeah, it's supposed to be colder for the rest of the week, so that's okay. That's okay. That's fucking cold. Go back to bed, man. I charge.